Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. A number of new multi-purpose schemes are approved, including about 7,000 residential plots in various governorates of the Sultanate. A national project to develop and uplift quality of curriculum is implemented by the Ministry of Education with modern international education means. Royal Oman Police celebrates the graduation of the 63rd batch of new recruits in Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences. And coinciding with the blessed month of Ramadan, the Ministry of Health implements a training program for healthy standards for restaurants and coffee shops in the Wilaya of Bahla. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Dr. Olafur Ragnar Grimsson of Iceland on his country's National Day. The new land plot schemes for various uses in various governorates of the Sultanate were approved by the Technical Committee tasked with the phased mechanism for urban planning in its fifth meeting of the year. The approved schemes will be distributed to citizens during the upcoming period. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Engineer Saif bin Amr Al-Shaksi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Housing, who said that these schemes will provide around 9,000 land plots for different uses, including 7,000 plots for residential use only. The number of land plot schemes that have been approved by the committee since its establishment last year amounted to 47 detailed urban plans, providing more than 36,543 land plots for various uses. The main committee of Ajal College project discussed the primary study of the college specializations and ways of their applications, in addition to condition of admission and training programs for experts of different professions. The committee also reviewed a report on experiences of various world countries, showcasing methods of sustaining traditional crafts and means of upgrading them, as well as successful experiences of some of the educational institutions that have academic majors related to such crafts and arts. The meeting was presided over by Her Excellency Sheikha Aisha bint Khalfan Al-Siyabiya, Chairperson of the Public Authority for Craft Industries and head of the project committee. Discussing and renewing documents and standards of Omani curricula for the first time and the second stages with higher education institutions were the topics discussed at the educational meeting organized by the Ministry of Education in the presence of a number of educational supervisors from the educational governorates of the Sultanate. It came to develop and evaluate the curricula to meet the social and economic developments in the Sultanate. The discussion opened the door for participants to share knowledge and views on the future of this project, its relations with other ones, and ways of implementation. Training and qualifying job seekers of Omani youth encourage a free business in addition to establish small and medium-sized enterprises topped the aims of the program Jahizeen, which means we are ready. The program also will work on determining the needs of labor market during the next stage. The program was inaugurated by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Bakri, Minister of Manpower. The program, managed by Omani cadets with supervision of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which started this initiative to enhance the presence of Omani youth in labor market through supporting and providing opportunities. Still to come in our news bulletin. A fire at a gas filling station in Al Ghubra area in the Governorate of Muscat was brought under control and extinguished. Welcome back to the evening news. Under the patronage of Major General Suleiman bin Mohammed Al-Harthi, Assistant Inspector General of Police and Customs for Financial and Administration Affairs, the Royal Oman Police had a ceremony to graduate the 63rd batch of new recruits of policemen and policewomen in Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences. The chief guest distributed the appreciation awards for the distinguished graduates. The graduates gave a military salute, chanted Royal Oman Police Anthem and presented a military march. Royal Oman Police Music Band also participated in the graduation ceremony. The internal shooting competition of police command in the Governorate of Dhofar was concluded in the shooting ground in Raisut. The competition witnessed the participation of a number of male and female officers and surgeons. It aimed to increase the shooting skills of the officers. Another aim of organizing this competition is to select the best shooters to represent Royal Oman Police in the internal and external competitions. The Royal Air Force of Oman, RAFO, celebrated today the graduation of the Basic Military Training Course under the patronage of Major General Hamad bin Suleiman Al-Hatmi, Assistant Inspector General of Police and Customs for Operations. The chief guest distributed the appreciation awards for the distinguished graduates. Then the graduates chanted RAFO anthem and proclaimed thrice long live His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. The graduation ceremony was attended by a number of senior officers, commissioned and non-commissioned officers and personnel of the Sultan's Armed Forces, as well as parents of graduates and a number of RAFO personnel. The night of Put Your Enthusiasm with Us came to complete the chain of events of Al-Amal Association for Mentally Disabled. The night showcased tasks and plans of these communities in association amid wide participation of male and female volunteers. A fire occurred on one of the gas filling stations in Al-Ghubra area in the Governorate of Muscat. The Public Authority for Civil Defence and Ambulance declared that the fire was under control but resulted in the injury of 2 people, slight to moderate injuries. The authority indicated that it is still carrying out investigations to find out the reason of the incident that led in igniting fire in the station and as well in a bus parked there to fill in gas. To spread awareness in nutrition safety and monitor commitment with safe health standards in restaurants and coffee shops, the Ministry of Health implemented a training program titled My Health is in My Food. The program came coinciding with the holy month of Ramadan. The organizational regulations for expatriate manpower recruitment officers was the center of discussion of the seminar in the Governorate of Brahmi. It discussed negative phenomenon resulted from increasing in the number of foreign manpower, especially those who practice professions illegally. Parents always say not to talk to strangers, but that's exactly the concept behind Amar Baksh's portals. More details in the following report.
Hello, how are you?
A standard question when 2 people meet for the first time, even when they're on opposite sides of the planet.
Are you working or going to school?
Linda Wei is in Washington, D.C. Mahia is in Tehran. The 2 are meeting through portals, a project that connects the United States to the Iranian capital, Herat in Afghanistan, and most recently, Havana, all housed in shipping containers like this one.
Hello? Oh.
Portals is an interconnected global network of gold shipping containers where when you enter one, you feel as though you're in the same room as someone in another container. And so this is meant to take something mundane and make it meaningful, even sacred.
Amar Bakshi is the man behind the project. The idea came to him after years working as a reporter, talking to strangers every day. After building the first portal in his studio in New York, Amar launched the connection with Iran, quickly followed by Afghanistan, then the toughest of the lot, Cuba.
Cuba's been the most difficult because of internet. We have had numerous artists that wanted to be involved, that wanted to host it, but they just don't have the infrastructure.
As luck would have it, that infrastructure was working when they launched in Washington, with Havana clearly on the other side.
It's really nice. It's beautiful country.
I don't know anyone from Cuba that's in Cuba right now, and I've never talked to anyone in the country, and so this was the fresh experience. That's amazing. I would love to see that.
Though portals raised $60,000 on an online campaign, money remains a problem. The project still heavily relies on donations. But that hasn't stopped the team from looking ahead, as far ahead, in fact, as Erbil, Beijing, and even Monrovia.
Now for the general weather forecast. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of South Sharqiya, Worcester and Dhofar, with chances of scattered rainfall. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear to partly clouds with accumulative clouds and scattered rains over the Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas, and fog at late night. Early morning over the coastal areas of Sea of Oman. Winds along the coastal areas of the governorates of Worcester and Dhofar will be southwesterly to moderate. Along the rest of the Sultanate, it will be northeasterly to easterly to moderate, occasionally gusty. Seas will be rough along the southeastern coast with a maximum wave height of 3 to 4 meters, while it will be slight to moderate along the rest of the coast with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. A number of new multi-purpose schemes are approved, including about 7,000 residential plots in various governorates of the Sultanate. A national project to develop and uplift quality of curriculum is implemented by the Ministry of Education with modern international education means. Royal Oman Police celebrates the graduation of the 63rd batch of new recruits in Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences. And coinciding with the blessed month of Ramadan, the Ministry of Health implements a training program for healthy standards for restaurants and coffee shops in the Wilaya of Bahla. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio and the newsroom, it's good night.